Hello everyone, my name is Anand Bharti and my roll number is 18EC01029. I'm a third year research student. So you have to perform some basic MATLAB programming in this first lab of digital signal processing. So this is the first question. You have to do some basic matrix operation. In the A part of this question, you have to create a simple vector with 10 elements and the name of this vector is A. So we can use both of the instruction. So here we are using a space to separate two element of vector, and here we are using comma to separate two element of vector. If you run both of the experiment, both of the instruction will get same result, like you are getting this. And B of this part, we have to add 3 to each element of vector A, and we have to store this result in new vector. So this is very simple. We can easily add 3 to each element, just like we have to giving this instruction A plus 3, and you will find this result. And this in C part, we have to create 5 into 5 matrix, and we have to separate two row by using semicolon. So here we can see this is the first row 1 2 3 4 5, and we are separating this row 6 7 8 9 10 by first row using semicolon. As you can see here, we are using 4 semicolon to like separate all the 5 rows. So if you run this instruction, we are going to get this one 1 2 3 4 5. As you can see, this is the new row that we separated by semicolon. Like this we are getting. And the D part of this questions, we have to find transpose of matrix X, and we have to store this result in new matrix. So it like this is very easy in MATLAB. We can use quotation mark, a single quotation mark. So as you can see, we are assigning Y as equal to X single quotation mark, that is transpose. So this is the result. So like we are getting, as we know, in transpose we are exchanging rows and column, like Aij become AGI and AGI become Aij. So as you can see, this was in initial, this was 1 2 3 4 5, and we can see here it gets exchanged and it became 1 2 3 4 5. And E part of this, we have to like multiply two matrix X and Y. So this is very easy in MATLAB. So we can use like multiplication sign, and this will multiply to the matrix like we do in general. And in F part, we have to multiply corresponding element of matrix X and Y. So what we are doing, we are multiplying first element of X with first element of Y, not like previous. Here we do like matrix multiplication. Here we are using just one element, like first element of A to first element of Y, and like fifth element of X to fifth element of Y. So here we are getting, so we can use here dot product, dot multiplication Y. Here you can see we are getting result, and this will be see, like we can see here this row like Aij, this will be equal to AGI. As you can see, we are getting. And the G part of this question, we have to create a column vector, like this will be only column, no row, like one row and all the column. From the element of fourth row of matrix X to refer all the element in mth column, so here is given hint that we have to use column x parenthesis column comma m. So here you can see this column, what this column is doing is it is taking all the rows of matrix X, but this is taking only fourth column of X. So we can see that was fourth row of X and all the fourth column of X and all the row of X. So as you can see here, Vx, so this was the X. So as you can see, this was the fourth column of X and all the rows. So we are getting 4 9 14 9 19 and 24. And the H part of this question, we have to select the element in m to n column of matrix X. So here we will use same, so like column. So here we will use what we are taking X, and we are using column. So it will take all the rows of X, and it will take 3 to 5, like 3 4 5 column of X. So this is what we are getting, X2. And this, then you have to, in I part, we have to create a sub matrix X2 taking the inner sub part of matrix X. So we can easily get like X2, we are using X, it will take only first and second row, and 3 to 5, like 3 4 5 column. So we are getting like this. So this is easy. And J part, we have to delete a row or column in a matrix X. So what we will do, we have to delete any row or column, just we will give null vector to that row or column. So what we are going, so here we are taking all the rows, as we can see, column, and the second all the rows and second column we are giving it a null vector. So as you can see, this will automatically disappear from our matrix. So this will be our result. And this is the second part of this experiment. We have to use some MATLAB command. So here you have to use graph, and we have to save and do different type of files. So in a part of second question, we have to generate elementary signal. So we know there are many type of elementary signals like sync, cos, unit step, impulse, and as we can see, exponential, decaying exponential, and many more. So you have to generate some elementary signal, and you have to display it using plot, subplot, and the stream command. And also you have to use x label, y label, x6 type, grid on, legend to the figure. So let's see what all the type of function do. So first of all, we are taking t from 0 to 6 pi, and we are taking a step at 0.00 second. Okay, so this is our first elementary signal, sync function. So we are taking x1 as a sine 2 pi t, and this is the second elementary signal. This is exponential signal. We are taking exponential minus t, like this is the decaying exponential, and this is the third. Here we are giving a square signal, like this will go high low high low high low, this like this. So here what we are going, we are creating a new window. So what this figure 1 will do, this will assign new window of figure name 1. Okay, then we are using subplot. So what we are doing, we are using, like we have one window, like then we are dividing it in 3 rows and 1 column, and the first part of that figure 1 we will plot x1, that is sine function, and we are naming x level as sine signal. So we are giving x axis as sine signal and y axis as a amplitude signal, and we are using axis size, so it will be like it will take some specific value, and we are using grid on, so it will like draw some grid like we see on our graph paper like this. And we are using legend sign. So what it will do, it will give name of that graph as a sign. Okay, so this is as same as we do in this part. So this is we are assigning second part of second space of that subplot to x2, that is our exponential, decaying exponential. We will use x level as a exponential signal and give y as a amplitude, and we are using a state like grid on and legend, where we are giving name as a exponential. And this is a third of that subplot, that we are assigning as a x3, that is a square signal, and we are giving name a square, y amplitude as a y as a amplitude, and same or like legend we are naming as a square. So if you run this program instruction, only this instruction, we will get this figure. So what is, as we can say, this is a figure 1, this is a name as a figure 1, and we can see there are 3 parts, like 3 sub part of that figure, and the first sub part we are like drawing sine function that we did here. Okay, and we are naming x axis as a sine signal and y axis as amplitude, and we can see this is a legend. What legend do, legend just, as we can see, legend naming as a sine function, and as we can see we use it grid on function, so it is drawing some grid. Same for decaying, we use grid on, so it is gridding, it's like drawing sublines. And this is legend, we use exponential as a name, as you can see, grid exponential here, that is. And the same for exponential signal, like this is square signal, on off. So we gave legend as a a square, so it would name as a square, and x axis square and amplitude like that. So, and after that this is a function. So what we are doing, we are making an empty window of figure 2, and again we are doing something, we are dividing it as a 3 part, like 3 rows and 1 column. And what here as we can see here, you are using a steam. So what a steam does, it plot like discrete signal. So as you can see here, we are getting continuous signal, but in if we use a steam, we will get like discontinuous signal. So what we will do, this just it will show our point using a line. So as you can see, so after that we are using x level, as we use, like it will give the x axis name sine signal, and all these things are similar like previous read on legend. But here you have to see we are using x limit. So what this function do, this will set the x axis limit from 0 to 400. As you can see, it has set the axis from 0 to 400, but here in this case it was from 0 to 3500. So like we are doing, so we can see that clear line, otherwise it will be merged and we would see like that is like painted whole the graph. Same we are doing for all this second exponential and third. So let's move to next part. That is in B we have to save load, and we have to save load, XLS read, XLS write, audio write and audio write. Like in this part we are going to save our some variable in XLS or XLS, then we are reading that from X, like some we have saved in our folder, then we are reading in our MATLAB using some function. Then we using audio read, we will use like wave, MP3, MP4 type of file, and audio write, then we can save in another like our folder. So this is our MATLAB program. So what XLS write is do, it will save A and B vector. So here we are using semicolon. So what we will do, this will first assign A, then this will be new row of B. So this will assigning A, then B. This will save XLS file as avfile.mat. So as you can see, he is commenting that we are going to create a file name of av file of type mat and assigning the value ab in different row, as you can see. And XLS read, we are going to read av file that we saved in that MATLAB repository, and we are going to save this file as ab1 variable. So as you can see, reading the file of name av file of type mat and assigning it to ab1 variable. So what we will find in result, so we can see just we saved the file successfully and we read that file successfully from that folder in MATLAB. After that we have to save two variable a and b in, similar to this case, as a file avx1 file in text form. Okay, so here we saved as a mat form, you have to get txt form, okay, extension. So this is our MATLAB program. So we are using same XLS write ab1 file. This is the name of our we can say our file, and this will be the same. Like first it will assign the a as a first row, then it will assign b as a second row, sorry. And this is we are reading in this file that we just saved like here in our MATLAB repository. So as you can see, we did this successfully by running these instructions, and we saved and we like read that file. And third part, we have to save two variable a and b to file ab1 file.xls. So we are going to in xlx form. So this is similar to like we did previous. We write xls write and we will assign this as a name as this and this, and then we will do same what we did. So the result we created and saved the current folder and read from that. In fourth part, this is the same as previous. So what we are going to do, we are creating two variable, and and save them to a sky file and then view the content of file. This is similar to that. We are creating two variable, as we are using a randy function, like it will generate some random variable a and b. Then we are using save function to save that file in a sky, and this is a type of function. So you can say we got a result this after running this program. Then fifth part of this, we have to create a structure s1 that contains three fields a, b, c. Save the field of structure s1 as individual variable in the file called new structure.mat. So we did here, we create a structure that name is s1. Okay, and that is containing three field. Okay, that three vectors, and we are going to save that s1 as a variable vector in file that's name is new structs math. So this is our MATLAB program. So here we are assigning s1 as a this, s2 s1. So what we are like, how we are discriminating a b c from s1. So we are using that full stop. So x1 dot, we are using dot as a to discriminate a b c. So how can we like get value whatever in s1 as a part? So what we will do, s1 comma s1 dot a. So this we are assigning this s1 dot a as this s1 like this. Then we are saving this using save function new struct.mat in mat like extension, this one. So what we'll do, what we'll get, we get 1 into 5 letter 4. Like here we can see that we created that we saved 5 number. So we can say 1 2 5, that's the first, this is the dimension of first vector, and this is the dimension of second, and this is the dimension of third. Like we have saved 7 character 1 2 3 4 5 6, as you can see, and the 14. Okay, so this is 6 part of that questions. So you have to save two variable, that's the name of that file we are going to save. Then we have to append third variable in the same file. So like what we are going to do here, we have saved, suppose we have saved one file. Then after that, like we have to change that file, or we are going to like appending some value in that. So this is the way we can do. So this is all MATLAB program. So we are assigning a as a 1 and b as a 2. Then we are saving this as a using save function as we did earlier in the previous cases. And then we are using whose file example, and then we are assigning 3 as a c. Then what we did here, we save a as b in example.mat. Then we created a third variable which we are giving 3. Then what we are going to do, we are appending, like we are adding this element in the existing file, the last row or something we can say. So what we do, we save example.a. we are going to, here we are using append. So what we are giving argument as a function in saves, that we are appending c in example.mat that we already created here. Okay, so we can say we got result. Here we are getting the result. The first one was 1 so we saved 1 as a 1. So we are getting like matrix of 1 cross 1. Then we saved b. So this is a matrix cross 1 cross 1. Then after adding this, we can see we add extra variable added in this. So this is C part. So we have to read cell and write cell command. We are going to use read cell and write cell command, which write to a file with name and extension specified as text, dat, xlx or csv for delimited text. So you can see csv, we can see as a comma separated variable. Here we separate two element as a comma. So this is a MATLAB program. So we are assigning x, so that is v1 2, and this also we are giving character. So we are going to use write cell. So save v, and we are going to read cell. We are going to like assigning x in x.csv file. We are saving this x in x.csv file in that repository, and after that we are using read cell to read that file from our MATLAB repository. Okay, so we can see this is our result. And after that this is a D part of that question. So what we are using, we have to use write matrix. So what this do, write a matrix to file and read matrix. After that, read matrix from this file. So here write to a file which name and extension as file text, similar to like previous question. So we are giving x as we are using randy function to give like random variable to x. Then we are using write matrix. So we are saving x as x.xls in MATLAB repository. Then we are reading. As we can see, we got the answer 2 6 that is generated by our that random function 2x 2 10 4, and this is second row 6 6 6 3 6, and like that. In the E part of this, we have to read audio file. Like in previous parts, we are reading some different type of file like text, that's a written file. But in this part, we are we are reading audio files of different file format that we can be include WAV, MP4, AU or OGG. That is all part of like audio files. Then we have to write sound file in different format. Then first what we are doing, we are going to reading file from some folder. Then we are going to write, like we are going to some, like we did some processing, then we have to save this file and in some part, some like in some folder. Okay, so this is our MATLAB program. Here we are using audio read function to read audio file from our computer. So that I name as a audio.wav. So this is the name of our file that we saved in our folder. So this is sound. What this does, this is create like display that audio file. So using this, as you can see, we got output that we played that file successfully. Okay. So this is the third part of our experiment. We have to write expression, like we have to write expression like some mathematical formula we have to write, or some mathematical expression. So this is a part of this third question. So what is saying, express the quadratic equation with ABC. So ABC are the parameter of our quadratic equation and its quadratic formula in MATLAB. So what we are going to, we have given ABC, then we have to write quadratic formula, and we have to find the result of quadratic equation assuming the weight of v in, like, so we have given some quadratic equation, then we have to find the root of this equation using MATLAB instruction. Just this is what this question I want to say. So this is our MATLAB program. So here we are assigning x as a sims variable, like this is a variable, like I am assuming that x is a some variable that is a, I am going to give some value from this range to this range. Okay, so here we are assigning a as a 1, b as a 10 and c as a 3. Then this we are creating a mathematical expression. So here what this is, the a x square plus bx plus c. So what we are going, we are assigning x1 as a minus b, as we know the root of any quadratic equation is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So this is the plus part, this is a minus part. So here we are assigning this. So after this what we will do, we are displaying that x1 and x2 using display function. Okay, so this part is done. So what we got x1 as 18, x2 as a minus 28. Okay, sorry, I forgot to like give equal to sign here. Okay, sorry for that. And this is the b part of that question. We have to plot, like, so in previous case we found the root of quadratic equation, but in this part we are going to plot quadratic equation. Okay, so this is the equation we have given, x square plus 0.5 x plus 2. This is a range of our x, minus 5 to 10. Okay, minus 5 to 10. So here it is MATLAB program. We are using, so this is a sims variable, like we are assigning s as a sims variable. Then this is a parameter of ABC, as you can see, a equal to 1, b equal to 0.5 and c equal to 2. And we are, so as you can see here, we are using figure function. So what we are doing, we are creating a new window that's named figure 3. Okay, this will plot our MATLAB figure. Then we are doing here, we are using a float. This is a function float, like here we give in a float, we first give x variable then y. So as you can see here, assign y as a variable, as a function of x. Okay, so we are using x limit from minus 5 to 10, grid on. Okay, sorry, I did something wrong. I exchanged the value of x and y, so that's why we are getting minus 5 to 10, but in this question it is given we should take x as minus 5 to 10. Okay, I will change it later. Let's see. This is a grid on, we are using grid, so this will draw some line, and we are using x level. So what we will do, x level quadratic, so it will name x as quadratic function. Okay, so as you can see, this is no like this is no what we can say has real roots, because this is not cutting x-axis. Then this is the fourth part of our this. So what this say, MATLAB command, we have to use some MATLAB command like create combine array. So we have to create some array, then you have to command some array, and then you have to manipulate that array. So for this I am taking this x as a 1 2 3 4 5. This is a 5 into 5 matrix that contain 1 to 25, and this is the vector of 1 2 3 4 value. Okay, so this is the first part of 4. So here what is saying that we have to use refill. So what we say is a short form of repeat element. So what we are going to, we are repeating every element of that vector. So here you can see we are using repeat element v as a v. We are giving first vector v, then what we are giving second argument as 3. So what we will do, this will repeat first like every element of 3 times. So as you can see, this was the first 1 2 3 4, then it has 3 times of a like 3 elements. So what is so this will like this will resize our vector v as a 3 times of its initial value. Okay, so as you can see 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 all the 3 times as compared to v. And the second b part is reap mat. So what we are going to repeating matrix. So we whole matrix will repeat whatever we are going to give as a second argument. Okay, so we are the first we are giving v as the first argument, second at 2 times like so what will go, it will repeat matrix 2 times. So this will, so it would repeat matrix like 2 times in row, 2 times in columns. Okay, so this will make the size 2 times. Okay, so as you can see, this is repeated matrix 1 2 3 4, that was our initial matrix. So this is repeated 1 2 3 4, and the same for row also. Okay, 1 2 3 4, then so it will, so first was our 1 into 1 matrix, then it became 2 into 2 matrix. Okay, so this is the third C part. So this we have to use I. So this is for identical matrix. So as you can know, so this will create 1 1 and 0. 3 we are giving as a 3 into 4 matrix. This is the 0. So we use 0 as to create 0 matrix of desired row and column 3 4. You can see, and this is a 1. So it will assign every element of our matrix as a 1. 3 into 4 matrix we are creating, 3 row 4 column. It will assign all the value as 1. So what will you have to use a rand function. So what rand do is it gives uniformly distributed random number from 0 to 1. Okay, so as you can see, we are creating 3 into 3 matrix of using rand. So what is here is giving as assigning element of our matrix some 0 to 1, but we have to look at this, that this is a uniformly distributed random number. Okay, so probability of every number, it will be 1 by b minus a. B is the like upper parameter and a is the lower parameters, but here b is the 1 and a is the 0. Okay, this is the, then you have to use GA. So this reshape. So what reshape do, suppose you have a matrix of 5 into 5. So we want to reshape as a 2 into 2 matrix. So what we are going to do, we are taking only 2 into 2 matrix of that our initial matrix. So we use reshape. Okay, so as you can see, we are reshaping V as a 2 into 2 matrix. So initially it was 5 into 5 matrix. As you can see, this is a reshape as a 2 into 2 matrix. This will take initial like subpart of that matrix, and this is H part. So we are using a we are catenating arrays, 2 arrays. Okay, so we will use cat. So what's it's do here, so we are assigning vh1, like this is a variable name I gave because this was H part of question. So we using cat. This is the first argument. What is do, it gives the idea where we have to like catenating array. We can like add array like catenate 2 arrays in 3 forms, like in 1 dimensional, like row to row. In row to row we can catenate, and column to column, and third is 3 dimensional, like we cat as 3 like in 3D. Okay, so here I am assigning bh1 bh2 bh3. This is a in which is a 1D. So like not 1D, we are like at we are like catenating both the array bc and bin in the row format or column format, or like in one two, like one is lying of second, like that. Okay, so as you can see, it catches the v1 as a row as we use 1, and here is second. So it will add both the element in the after each column. Okay, so you can see this is created a 3D 3 dimensional matrix, because I had used 3 as a first argument of this cat function. Okay, then this is I part of sorry, that question. So what, so this is similar to this first part, but here we can say we are horse cat, so we are horizontally catenating. This is example of this second one. We are giving argument as a 2. Okay, this will do same thing, so which it is. Okay, as we can see, this is catenating the second array as a in the rows of first. Okay, so this is a vertical, we are vertically catenating to the two arrays. Okay, so this is the K part of our question. This is we have to use diagonal, we have to create diagonal matrix. Okay, so you know what diagonal matrix is. We in diagonal matrix, only diagonal of matrix is non-zero value, and rest of all the element of matrix is 0. So what we are doing, so we have a matrix B, as we see, we created a matrix B that is 5 cross 5 here. Okay, no, sorry, that was like a vector of 1 2 3 4. Okay, so what we are doing here in this part, so we are assigning B as a diagonal of a new matrix that contain 4 into 4 matrix. Okay, so as you can see 1 2 3 5 1 2 3 4, that was the elements of V. So what we can do, and we can also use diagonal to it will give output of your, like suppose you have some matrix 5 into 5 matrix. So what we are going to stack this to only diagonal elements, so we can use diagonal as it too. Okay, so you are using diagonal of V or G as a VK1. As you can see, it give this diagonal elements. Okay, so this is the I part. This is we have to BKL diagonal. So it gives a block diagonal matrix. So it's very simple. We write the function, we gave the input, and we got the diagonal matrix, like block diagonal matrix. And this is the flip failure. So what's going to, we are flipping the matrix left to right. Okay, we are like cutting the matrix, we are assigning this and this. Okay, so as you can see, initially it was 1 2 3 4, but we begin 3 4 1 2. Okay, this is similar, but we are flipping the matrix from upside down. Okay, up and down. Okay, so initially it was 1 2 1 2 3 4. So this both exchange the position, because if you make a line from, like we cut and make a, like place a mirror, we would get a flip matrix of up and down. Okay, then this is a O part of our question. We have to rotate clockwise, so we are rotating element in clockwise direction. So it was initially 1 as here, we rotated this, become here, this, and this rotated 90 degree. Okay, so what trial do is a short form of like lower triangle, triangle and roll. Okay, so it will give your lower triangle of it will make your matrix a lower triangle. Okay, so as you know, in lower triangle what, so including element and half of the matrix became non-negative, and the remain became 0. Okay, so you can see initially our matrix was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Then we use trial, so it became it assigned trial V triaxis VP. So as you can see, all the element above diagonal became 0. Okay, similar is trial trigonal upper matrix. This is similar. And then we are going to question R. So this is a permute array dimension. So using like VG, we giving as a sign 1 3 4 2. It will give VR as a 1 2 and second 3 4. Okay, then this is the, we have to circle shift. So what we are going with, we are shifting in circle wise. Okay, so here we give this is the function circle shift. We are giving first argument as H, our matrix, then 2 into 2. So what is giving, we are 2, like we are going to shift as a in row wise. Okay, so initially what is, it was 1 2, it was 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so what is shifted like this in circle wise. Okay, So in like 2 times, okay. So initially it became so initially it was 1 2 3 4 5. So at one is after one shift it became 1 2 3 4 5, and after two shift it become 1 2 3 4 5, as you can see, okay. Then we use length. So this gives the length of largest array dimension. So here we use length. So we got 5 because the 5 was the largest dimension of our array. Then we sizes gives us row into my row and column. So here our matrix was 5 cross 5, so we got 5 and 5, okay. Number of array dimensions, so what will be n dims. So it will get, it is 1d. Like if we give argument b here, so we will got only 1 because that was one dimension. That's a vector, okay, not matrix. So like this we can get. Then we are using num and num l. So it's a like simple form of number of array element, okay. So it will give you the how number of element in matrix. So if it was 5 cross 5, so we can easily say that was 25 element. So as we got 25, and this is empty. So what is determined is give us is matrix or array is empty or not. So what will give, if we give argument x, if it was empty, it will give us 1 logical 1, okay. So here we can see our x was not empty matrix, so it will give a logical 0 because that was false, okay, because these are not empty matrix or array, whatever you can say. And here we created v11 that is a null row or matrix, whatever you can say. So here if we give is empty as a parameter of v11, then we are getting logical 1. That means this is a empty array, okay. So this is the fifth part of our experiment. So we have to use while loop, okay, while loop. So what while loop do is similar to C. So it will run some specific instruction that is enclosed in while loop until our what we can say our like expression match, okay.